What's your reaction?
I think the Eagles are too high. I can understand why the Lakers, the Cowboys skip are down at 19 because I think with universal regarded, they're not a better team after free agency, after draft than they were the team that lost their first round to the 49ers. I think we can all agree that. But I think 12 is a little high for the Eagles. I think a lot of this has to do with, Skip, is that we don't really know how these pieces are going to mesh. I know we think, okay, they got A.J. Brown, and A.J. Brown is a phenomenal talent, but he's going to have to get on the same page as Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not a great thrower of the football. I mean, I like the weapons, Skip. I really do. I like Devontae. I like Goddard. I like A.J. Brown. I like Miles Sanders if he can stay healthy. The offensive line played a lot better the last year than they did the previous years, and I think a lot of that had to do with health. They were healthy. Defensively, they got some players. I like Jordan Davis. I like Nakobe Dean. Fletcher Cox can be rotational. They got a Javon Hargrove, a defensive lineman. Hey, him and Jordan Davis, they're gonna be tough to
re-sign Barnett.
They're gonna be tough to run on, Skip. So I like some of the weapons, but at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to your quarterback. And in the playoff game last year, he was 5 of 21 with an interception on throws 10 yards down the field in that game. 0 points. He had 0 points until garbage time. That's what Jalen Hurts is. This is gonna come down to Jalen Hurts. I love the additions, but I don't believe. And I know what you're trying to do. You love this. You see, ESPN, you wrote it down. You're going to come out here and late in the season, you're going to you remember this on May 6th, ESPN or USA Today Power Ranking had the Eagles and my Cowboys. I ain't buying it. You already know. I know what you're trying to do. You tried to set me up. You want me to say, yeah, they're so much better. So when the Cowboys win, you think you're slick, Skip Bayless. You're not slick.
No. So I would like to point out to our faithful viewers that about 24 hours ago, Shannon Sharpe, the Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe, sat in that very chair, and he turned to his camera and tried to convince our faithful viewers that I had an ulterior motive here.
You do?
That I was trying to overhype the Eagles' improvement, so when my Cowboys again win the NFC East, that then I can say, see, they won a much improved division. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Here I go again. Guess what? Right on schedule. USA Today comes right in and validates my premise. I've been telling you straight from the gut, straight from my cowboy-loving heart. I've been trying to explain the Eagles are now just simply better than my Cowboys. I like Dak. I'm still trying to hang in with Dak. But I can't love him the way I used to because he has not validated himself after he got $75 million just last year.
He's still better than Jalen Hurts.
I'm not so sure about that.
Man, you better stop.
I really believe in Jalen Hurts, and I have. I didn't second guess this. I first guessed it. The day they drafted him, I immediately jumped on my Twitter account and banged away about he will soon prove to be better than Carson Wentz. And the organization soon decided he's just better than Carson. It's intangibly better because we know Carson is not a natural-born leader. That's exactly what Jalen Hurts is at his greatest. He is natural-born, intangible leader. He's gamer, he's baller, he's playmaker, he's winner. He is not a great thrower of the football. He's Tebow-esque, but he's a better Tebow. He's a better thrower than Tim Tebow, and he's a little better runner. Tim was a pretty good runner. Tim turned the Broncos in 2011 into #1 rushing attack in pro football. Bingo, last year the Eagles led the league in rushing thanks to Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
He is stronger than Tim in that he's more powerfully built than Tim. Tim's a big stud athlete, but he's not Jalen Hurts.
No.
Jalen Hurts is a weight room leader for this team. Jalen Hurts, I'm going to knock on wood for him, has been pretty indestructible as a runner because he can really gash you, and then he can gash you with throws to wide open receivers that are adequate. Just adequate. That's all you have to be. I told you, against Kansas City at home, he threw for almost 400 yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns.
And them up with the empty calories.
Right.
See, what you're trying to do is that you're trying to undersell so you can over-deliver.
No.
I already saw you. I saw this coming. And I remember as the draft was happening, I was calling Steve. And I told Steve, I said, what Skip's going to try to do, he's like, man, did you see the Eagles? Did you see what the Giants did in the draft?
Well, did you?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, what did they do at quarterback in the draft?
They don't need a quarterback. They got one, and I first guessed it.
And he ain't better.
I'm hanging right in there.
Nobody thinks Jalen Hurts is better than Dak. Nobody thinks Daniel Jones is better than Dak.
Did they replace Jalen Hurts? No, they didn't.
No.
They're riding with it.
Exactly.
Right?
And they're going to get the exact same thing. Yeah, you're going to get the same thing they got. Skip.
Really?
He's
They made the playoffs
Skip,
last
he's
year.
not a good thrower of the football.
How did they make the playoffs with a lousy thrower? I don't know.
So that's never happened before. Tebow did. They did it with the Broncos.
Yeah.
Tebow did it.
He won a
A
playoff
lousy
game.
thrower of the football.
Yeah. Except in the last 5 minutes of games, he
there you
ranked #1 in NFL QBR. Last 5 minutes.
Well, Skip, unfortunately, I would love to be that close. I would love to be in a situation where the last 5 minutes, I'm always in the ball game.
Yep.
But what about the games where it's 30-0 with 5 minutes to go? What the hell am I supposed to do with that? You got some plays in there that can get me back in the ball game, down 30 with 5 minutes to go? I didn't think so.
You remember overtime against the Pittsburgh Steelers in your house, Mile High?
Yeah, the defense had to play out of their mind. I remember against Chicago. I remember a lot of games. But I remember games that he completed 2 passes also and lost.
Do you remember the miracles that got made at the end of those games? Like the one you're talking about at Kansas City,
Yeah.
he had Eric Decker with a
Yeah.
late touchdown pass that won the game.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, a quarterback should not go an entire game with completing 3 passes. That should be a sin.
They won the division from 1-4. They
won the
roared back.
division.
They won the division.
Yeah, but that's more an indictment on the division.
How did they win a playoff game?
The Cowboys won your division. How did they do in the playoffs?
Yeah, but Tim won a playoff game.
Oh my goodness!
Right?
Man, you hold on, boy. You hold on to every little morsel that you can. That's all they got.
I was proven right again.
But what do I take? It's Skip. And then guess what? And just like Baker Mayfield, they said, "Nah, bro, you not that good."
Well, when Peyton Manning knocks on your door, I'd say that too.
It don't matter.
If Deshaun knocks on my door, I'm saying I'll take you over Baker any day or night.
Hell, Archie Manning, Olivia Manning, Cooper Manning could have knocked on the door. They said, "Okay, come on in. We can play quarterback better than him."
So Shannon Sharpe just said Olivia Manning was better than Tim Tebow, right? Is that it?
That's Peyton Bomb, y'all.
Can I take that to your bank? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So I'm reading here in USA Today. It's highly respected.
There you go. See, man, stop trying to sell this, Skip.
Number 12, vaulting to number 12, all the way from 19th in the last power ranking at USA Today. Eagles ranked 19th, but off the draft and off the addition of A.J. Brown. I can't blame this. I can't even begin to criticize it. They vault to 12th. And Nate Davis, who wrote this little capsule here, says, captivating team that's set up to build on last year's playoff run. I agree. I've been trying to tell you.
Skip, you remember the last time the Eagles went and got this star-studded cast?
Yeah. The dream team.
Yeah. How did that work out, Skip?
As Vince
Young
proclaimed it.
Yes.
He was the backup quarterback, and he said, we got a dream team.
All those receivers, and they got Nnamdi Asomugha. And what happened, Skip?
Okay, I first guessed Nnamdi Asomugha on the other show. I said way overrated, and they way overspent for him.
Yes.
Trust me. All right, so I'm going to give you one here because Nate Davis also concludes his capsule on the Eagles with, but the Eagles could also make an interesting quarterback pivot in next year's draft. Well, I agree with that. They could because Jalen Hurts is on the hottest of seats now because they got him not only a great weapon, they got him his best friend. Literally his best friend in the world is A.J. Brown. And I'm pretty sure that what sparked that acquisition was Jalen saying, hey, we should go get him. Right. And management, Howie Roseman, obviously, all the way up to the top.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I'm sure they sat back and said, okay, why not? Let's go get him.
Well, I think the thing is, Skip, is that what we see with these young quarterbacks, they did it with Tua. You see, they go get Tyreek. They re-signed, Ty Gesicki.
They did.
You got Jalen Waddle. You go get Cedric Wilson. Okay, so now, Jalen Hurts. You got Devontae. You got Goddard. We're going to go get you a big body receiver. Not only can get deep, but he's tremendous at catching the ball in traffic and running after the catch. We're going to give you every reason to succeed. There is going to be no more excuses. Now, I'm surprised they haven't done this for, because everybody says Lamar needs a big number one receiver, But what they done for Jalen Hurts, Skip, they removed the hedges of saying, man, who he going to throw to? Arcega Whiteside. Come on, Skip.
Okay, and I told
Jalen Reg.
Okay.
And Jalen Reg, I played with his dad, but come on, man.
I got you.
They messed that one up.
Trust me on this. They drafted that Calcavecchia kid out of Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yeah. I remember
retired
him.
on concussions 2 years ago. That was one of Jalen's favorite targets at OU.
Yes.
So here we go again. It's like we even got you him. He's a little bit of a long shot. He was their last pick in the 6th round.
Right.
But trust me, I know him. He's got stud in there
Yeah.
somewhere. If the head can hold up, he's got a little bit of Sharpe in him, just a little bit.
Yeah, well, he kind of reminded me of Mark Andrews. I mean, I'm like, they kind of got the same build.
They do.
Big body guy that can catch the ball, run out the catch.
Leap in the red zone.
Yeah.
Trust me. So it's yet okay. We even got you.
Right.
We even got you him.
Right.
Okay. It's all on Jalen, and I believe he will stand up and live up to the pressure and lift this team another rung. I wouldn't be surprised if they won, because I think they're going to win the East now. So I think they could win a home playoff game and continue to rise and build with Jalen as the initiator of all the above. So my Cowboys just fell in USA Today's ranking from 15 to 19 because, as Nate Davis wrote, the Cowboys' impact has diminished. That they wrote a whole separate piece that he linked to right here, because how can you sell anything that Jerry's done in the offseason?
He didn't do anything.
He's like the Emperor Nero in Rome. He's fiddling while Rome burned, right? Except Jerry isn't just fiddling a fiddle, he's fiddling around. He doesn't do anything.
But here's the thing, though. Jerry says, hell, I've been top dog.
Yep.
So I don't need to do anything. Y'all been bottom feeders.
Yep.
Y'all need to do something. That's how Jerry's thinking in his mind. Like, what? I still got the best quarterback in the division.
Yep.
That's going to be interesting to see. Can that defense maintain that level of play that they had last year, Skip? I don't know if they're going to be able to take the ball away like they took it last year. I don't know if they're going to be able to get to the quarterback like they did last year.
Obviously, there's no Randy Gregory.
So, well, hold on. If your offense, I mean, I don't see the play. I mean, the guy from South Alabama, he's going to change the culture. So unless he comes in and he's a Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson, your defense comes down just slightly. I'm not saying, Skip, that all of a sudden they go from 50 sacks all the way to 25, or they go from how many interceptions they had down to 10. I'm just saying, if they slip a little bit and that offense doesn't elevate, you're going to be in big trouble.
Look, you know how much I love Levin from heaven. He fell out of heaven into our laps 2 drafts ago. Micah Parsons is special.
Yeah.
But he can't be omnipresent. He can't suddenly line up at safety and linebacker and defensive end. You know, like you can't ask him to do everything on the defense. He can only do one thing at a time.
Right.
And I'm afraid it won't be rush the passer nearly enough. So it diminishes his impact on defense. So in the end, I sit back and say, they got a little worse on defense. I can't believe they're going to be any better on offense.
Right.
So what? What am I supposed to do with this? They plummet to 19. Eagles 12th, Cowboys 19th. And as we sit right here, right now, I can't argue with this.
I definitely can't. I can't definitely argue. I mean, hey, I might have bumped the Cowboys down a little lower. I just think the Eagles might be a little bit too high.
You would have bumped them into the 20s?
Yeah, the Cowboys.
Woohoo!
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we got an admission over there.
It was Skip, but I told you.
Well, then,
hold on. You said the same thing. You say, Jerry, are you asleep? Do something. Sign somebody.
I did. And by the way, Jerry holds up his draft board, and Steven says, put that thing down.
Yeah.
Because if you zero in, you see that the top 2 players ranked on their draft board both got drafted by the New York Football Giants.
Well,
Thibodeau and Evan Neal they were 1-2 on the Cowboys draft board ranking, and they went 5th and 7th to another division.
Well, let's just hope that Brian Daboll, who's the OC at Buffalo, who's not a head coach, let's just hope he has a better tenure than the last 2 head coaches in New York. If he can do that, okay, might we be on to something. But Joe Judge,
Well, all I know is everybody's getting better except
so ready for football season. I can't wait.
I like for them to get better.
Especially for that schedule to come out here in about 9 days.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.